Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, July 19, 2024. A dengue mitigation campaign is being mobilized over the next 6 weeks to prevent an outbreak of the mosquito-borne disease, which has the power to be deadly. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says an initial $300 million has been allocated to the Ministry of Health and Wellness to conduct fogging and other types of control measures. These include community engagement to destroy breeding sites, destroying mosquito larvae through larvicidal actions, and a series of public education interventions on prevention strategies to avoid being bitten.
With the passage of Hurricane Beryl, there is a potential for a significant increase in the dengue vector. The Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds primarily in containers, is the main vector. We know that many communities are being plagued by increase in the mosquito population, and not just mosquito, but with other vectors, in terms of roaches and rats and flies, and therefore the cleanup and removal and clearing waterlogged areas is of critical importance.
Mr. Holness says the National Works Agency and National Solid Waste Management Authority will also support the dengue mitigation efforts under the National Cleanup Initiative. $2 million from the funds allocated for the Spruce Up program will be used towards Hurricane Beryl relief efforts. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett made the announcement in his presentation to close the 2024 sectoral debate in Parliament Tuesday, pointing out that many small and medium players in the industry suffered immensely at the hands of the hurricane. He says the Tourism Emergency Operations Center will be examining strategies to enable a swift recovery.
The tourism embrace is total, and it covers the entire island, and workers are from every part of the island. They suffer in various ways, and in any help that we can provide to add to the good work that the government is doing in this regard, we definitely will do so.
Minister Bartlett says the $2 million will be for the hardest hit communities, while $1 million will go to communities less impacted. The Jamaica Railway Corporation, JRC, is gearing up to initiate Phase 1 of a new tourist train service between Montpelier in St. James and the Appleton Estate in St. Elizabeth. The project will involve track reconstruction, train acquisition, and the development of necessary infrastructure along the proposed route. In addition to this, the JRC is set to begin preparations for the reintroduction of passenger and freight train services between Spanish Town and Kingston. Another significant development is the finalization of a commercial rail service from Bodles Junction to Linstead in St. Catherine, aimed specifically at transporting aggregates. These initiatives are part of the JRC's ongoing efforts this year to revitalize and expand rail services and enhance its financial performance. The JRC is also expected to commence discussions with private investors to secure funding for building rail infrastructure, rehabilitating existing rolling stock, acquiring new trains, and upgrading the entity's Kingston workshop. Details of these and other engagements are contained in the Jamaica Public Bodies of Estimates and Expenditure for the fiscal year ending March 2025. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is making the case for Negril to have its own local authority. He says the town has outgrown its current governance structure, which is posing challenges both to infrastructure and administration.
Negril as a town is growing far beyond its infrastructure, but it is also growing far beyond the system set for local governance. So our system is that the towns are within a parish and the boundaries determine which local authority has control over the town.
Prime Minister Holness says due to the growth and expansion of Negril, the town has crossed over from Westmoreland into Hanover, leaving the question as to who is in charge.
So we have to do that necessary exercise of the consultation with the stakeholders and then do the necessary legislative changes to actually give Negril its own municipal authority.
The Prime Minister was speaking to members of the Negril business community and other stakeholders on July 12. A Jamaican business delegation comprised of representatives from 11 entities are now on a multi-country Latin American mission from July 17 to 26. The countries to be visited are Mexico, Colombia, and El Salvador, where new opportunities will be explored and secured in these non-traditional markets. The trip, which is organized by the Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO, is being led by the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill. JAMPRO says the mission not only seeks to promote Jamaican goods and services, but also highlight the country's potential in foreign direct investments and exports. JAMPRO President Shillette Cox tells JIS News that a 3-member New Markets Development Team has been established to engage the Latin American market.
Once we get into the market and we meet the potential investors and the persons that are potential buyers of Jamaican goods and services, our team, their job is now to work with those contacts to bring them to a point where we can say these people are serious about doing business with Jamaica, and we and progress them through all the steps that we have in JAMPRO through our various processes and protocols to make sure that they become a business reality for Jamaica.
Ms. Cox says JAMPRO will also be leveraging Jamaica's foreign missions in Mexico and Colombia, working closely with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And finally, the Denbigh Agricultural Show, which typically runs for 3 days, is being scaled down to a 1-day event this year as the sector continues to recover from Hurricane Beryl. The announcement was made by the Portfolio Minister Floyd Green during Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. He says the decision to shorten the event for this year was made after discussions with the Jamaica Agricultural Society and other internal stakeholders. Denbigh 2024 will focus on the resilience and support of farmers as the sector goes through its recovery process.
This is the 70th year of Denbigh, and as such, clearly we know that Denbigh is a celebration of our farmers, and now more than ever, as they show resilience in this time, we wanted to see how could we still celebrate our farmers. But we do appreciate that a number of our farmers will be hard pressed to provide the usual support that they normally provide for Denbigh.
The show will also feature seminars on disaster preparedness and recovery, as well as various discounts and incentives for farmers.
We will also establish a window where those farmers who have not yet received assistance, who've been damaged, will be able to come give that information so that we can channel some support to them.
Minister Green is calling on all Jamaicans to buy local in order to help support farmers in their rebuilding efforts. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.